Since I've been back in the UK, I've really enjoyed experiencing autumn because the colour changes in the trees has just been really beautiful to see as they all go from being full of green leaves and the leaves eventually become yellow and orange and red and brown. And we're quite late on in autumn now, so you can see that many trees have really lost their leaves. There's still some green down here. Here we've got lots of yellow. Most trees around here, because we are quite far north, do lose their leaves. You can actually see that the ivy around the trees, that is not the tree but climbs up the tree, the leaves there are not dying. And you can also see the floor is covered. It's just so beautiful to walk around. And it's not happening so much now. But a few weeks ago, when you would walk around, you could be walking through somewhere just like this and it would be raining down leaves on your head, just like a slow rain. And it's quite a peculiar experience. So we might ask, why do trees lose their leaves? It's a good question. Around here, most of the trees do lose their leaves. They're deciduous, which apparently comes from a Latin word meaning to fall, because the leaves do eventually get cut off by the tree and fall to the ground. It happens when the trees notice a decreasing amounts of sunlight, and when that happens they stop producing chlorophyll, which, as we all learn in school, is the green chemical in the chloroplasts that helps the plant produce sugars. So the trees store sugar for the winter. Trees also, as we also learn in school, they have lots of pores, and those pores can let gases in, but they can also let water out. And so in the winter, water can be hard to get for trees because it comes through the ground and the ground can be frozen. It's thought that one reason that trees lose leaves is also to conserve water. Now, the turning of the colour from green to other colours is not because of the addition of any colour, but because of the taking away of this chlorophyll. And when the chlorophyll is taken out of the leaves, other chemicals that are normally in the leaves anyway, like carotenes, famous as the pigment that makes carrots the colour they are, but apparently is also seen in many other places, and anthocyanins, which are darker apparently. Anthocyanins are the pigments that we see in the natural indicators that we make, so dark red apple skin or blueberries, red cabbage, which is actually purple. These anthocyanins and the carotenes, the colour from that comes through a lot more, and then that's the colour that you're seeing in the leaves. I don't know if this comes across, but walking around a place like this right now is just really beautiful. You can see up the pathway here. It's just littered with the leaves, the green and yellow and brown leaves. And it's just like nature has provided a new carpet for the environment, and the matching colour in the trees, I don't know, it's just a beautiful thing to walk around and smell the fresh air. A little cold, yes, but not too bad. And it's just a really peaceful, beautiful experience. It seems like a waste of resources that plants would get rid of their leaves because they have to grow them again in the following spring. But really, to keep the leaves would also require the trees to expend resources like water. And on top of this, because the temperatures in this sort of region can get below freezing, that can damage the leaves. And of course the lower temperature, like we know from chemistry, slows down chemical reactions. And so in the winter, photosynthesis becomes less efficient. It's colder, there's less sunlight, there's less water available because of the colder temperatures. Although it's been raining like heaven knows for the whole summer and autumn here in the UK. But really it's about saving resources. The leaf has been used and now it's discarded by the tree, and in the spring it can grow again. Getting rid of the leaf It means it doesn't have to use those resources. It means it can protect the core part of the tree against frost, and then it'll use those resources in the spring to burst into life again and grow loads of new trees. You can still see on the ground here we've got a few of the UK classics like nettles here, which actually sting you if you touch them, and brambles over there which have spikes but make blackberries in the autumn, which is really beautiful as well. You can just come and pick them and make yourself a jam. So I hope I've helped you just experience something about how beautiful it is around here in autumn time, with the different colours that are going on. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say.